Maui.org. I've got to be kind of quiet right now because I got some buddies down here that are sleeping. Check it out. And you wait until you see the look on these guys' faces. They are completely knocked out. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I'm all about showing you sleeping monk seals as often as I possibly can because it's just cool. And of course, if the surf is down, which it kind of is tonight, guys, I'm like, you know what? Let's just show some monks. And it is, of course, a beautiful Maui fix. The gimbal, unfortunately, kind of went haywire on me tonight. I don't know, DJI, what's going on? So I'm kind of hand holding tonight. But I wasn't gonna let that thwart me. We just move ahead. We just continue on. And I didn't want to let that slow down this beautiful Maui fix. But I do apologize ahead of time for the minor small kind shake factor. But I want you to see this guy, the look on this monk seal's face. Now I have to keep a distance, obviously. There's very strict laws as it pertains to monk seals and how close you can get next to them. And I certainly don't want to get in trouble. You guys know me, I'm a very rule-abiding individual. So look at this, ready? I hope you guys can see that as good as I can. Look at that. So cute. And so peaceful. But it's just like a quiet moment. It's like we do not want to disturb this beautiful slumber. And everybody that's around here is just being like super quiet. And of course, don't forget, we got like monk seal number 2 right there. And later on, we might cruise over and get a look at his beautiful little face. But if you're stuck somewhere in the mainland right now and it's 20 below, I think the cold snap is over, guys. I hope so. I know a lot of you guys were just like suffering there, unexcusably so, just too much. Like nobody should have to endure that ever. Too much cold, too much snow, too much power outage, too much masking and locking down and COVIDing. So if you haven't made your vacation plans yet to come to Maui, this is the peace and tranquility that I can offer you. Just hanging out on the beach, watching the sun go down. I mean, literally, man, it's just flip-flops and just chilling. Every day, no matter what happened in your day, you always come down and watch the sun go down. It's like a ritual, man. This is what we do here. All you Southern Californians know what I'm talking about, right? Everyone heads down to the strand, they watch the sun go down, just hang out, do nothing. And that's kind of like Maui, but 24 hours a day, kind of 7 days a weekish. We'll get back to those seals here, but I just saw a little bit of Karen Hall happening right there. Just a touch. I thought, you know what? We don't want to forget about the beauty of the small kind sun drama sunset happening right over there, the beautiful island of Lanai. I'm of course located at my favorite surf break, the 505. This guy's coming off the water, got his GoPro, just getting him a little monk seal on the way out. But look at this guy, man, check it out. Huh? Just out cold, man. I hope my mic's working. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I was even getting some error messages on the mic. I was like, my goodness. Technology, right? Designed to annoy you. And can you feel the shake? That's just the leftover cone of coffee right there, man. You guys can hear me all right? Hi, Eric, coming for 3 days, end of August. Well, thank you. Aloha. Oh. Eric, loud and clear. Awesome. All right, thank you. Oh, good. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. Is this paradise or what? It is. It really, truly is. It's not fake. It actually happens. There's someone catching a wave. I'm a little jealous right now. All right, you caught the one halfway decent wave tonight. Good job. There's a small kind north swell right now, which I was watching. I was showing property today up in Kapalua, Mahana Estates, and was watching the beautiful bay breaking small kind. Nothing like working and watching people surf at the same time. That's called torture. Okay, here we go. This guy. Oh, there he is. He's snorting a little bit. All right, second little wave I missed. Darn it. Maybe I should have gone out. Nah, it's too small. Also, the other thing, guys, is it's super low tide. Check this out. Can you see the rocks? The reef, I should say. The reef is sticking out of the water over there. So if you ever go surf somewhere and you see exposed reef, you might want to reconsider. It can be small kind dangerous. Unless you know what you're doing, of course, which is, of course, I always fall flat. Like a pancake. We call the tourists the jumpers because they jump off their board feet down right onto those spiny urchin. And that's a recipe for disaster. If you ever had Vana in your foot, you know that's super painful. Whenever you're surfing and you fall off your board, either try to fall on the board or, you know, just kneel down or just fall like flat like a pancake. Here I am giving you guys some virtual surf lessons right here over the YouTube. Huh? I need to retitle the video. By the way, I titled the video Hawaii Vacation because, as always, I'm encouraging people from all over the world to come to the best island in the world, which is, of course, beautiful Maui, Hawaii. Why? Because we have got the coolest stuff happening. We've got these beautiful monk seals. We have the ability to not wear masks on the beach. Restaurants are open. Activities are running. It's basically normal here, guys. And guess what? It's warm. So if you're cold right now and you want to defrost, you know what? The airline tickets are cheap. Lodging, get you some good deals if you want a good connection. I know the guy that owns a management company here that he manages like almost 200 units. So if you want a good deal, hit me in the comments. I'll hook you up. Because it's all about aloha, right? It's about living aloha. It's about doing the right thing. In Hawaii, that's called pono, right? Do the right thing. Do what's right. I'll hook you guys up. We'll do the right thing. Get you a good deal. I'll give you a cell number. You can call him up and say, Dave, oh, brah, I like one smoking kind deal. Because, you know, all these condos that are here on Maui that I've helped people purchase, because as you guys know, I'm a practicing realtor on the island. I'm going to always do a little self-promotion because it's just good business. It's just good YouTube. So if you're ever in the market to buy or sell, condo, land, or home, look me up. Love to help. But anyway, I've sold these condos to individuals over the years, and that's a small little business. So I'm promoting small business. I promote anything. Community, Hawaii, local, buy local, eat local, drink local, smoke local. I don't care. Hey man, if it's going in your body, buy it local. If it's going on your body, buy local. If it's going around your body, if you're going to sleep in it, buy local. So stay with a condo owner. Go to Airbnb, go to VRBO, call my buddy Dave. He'll give you a smoking deal. I love hotels, but guess what? They're like small kind stupid. They're not really reducing their rates. It's like, really? Give the people a good deal, guys. When the airline prices drop, hotel prices should drop too, but they don't think that way. They're like, we're big airlines. We get subsidized by the government. No. Oh, wait, hotels, airlines, I'm getting confused. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. The hotels are not dropping prices, and so therefore stay at a nice condo, and you will support a local business owner. And the other hotels maybe just have too much money. They don't really care. You know, Marriott, whatever, they own planet Earth pretty much, so what do they care? So get a good deal. Stay with a condo owner, go to VRBO, go to Airbnb, hit me in the comment section with the name of a guy that owns a company here with almost 200 rentals that he manages, and I guarantee you he'll give you a smoking deal. If you're looking to get over here with a negative COVID test, that's a great idea because we want to be safe. of course. Very safe place to be right now. As a matter of fact, I would argue that Maui could possibly be the safest place on Earth right now. I know it is for me, my family. Super stoked to be here. But take the spit test, the spit in the cup, spit in the spit tune, like on the, they actually call you up. You have to fill up like a gallon cup of whatever with your own saliva inside of 10 minutes. They do a Zoom meeting. But the reason why that test is cool is, number one, it's very timely, it's quick, it's fast. You write Hawaii on the package and it will literally get to them espresso style, and then they'll send it back espresso style. But it truly tests for COVID-19. Because you have to understand, one of the reasons the COVID numbers got a little pumped up, because they were testing for COVID, which is like the common cold. Let's pump up those COVID numbers just to get everyone really scared. Then we'll make more money off of them. That's how they think, these people. They're not good people. Anyway, take the spit in the test cup, which is by, man, the camera's really close. I'm like, hi. By Vault, and you will get a positive, I mean, you'll get a negative true negative test, not a positive, negative, positive, fake, bad result, because they test for true COVID-19. And they're fast, and they cater to people coming to Hawaii. And as you guys know, Hawaii is just quite simply the best place on planet Earth, best lifestyle on Earth. Why? Because you can be this guy in the middle of February, he's not shoveling snow. He was like packing some beautiful wax in a car today. He wasn't shoveling snow. He's like, oh, where is my sticky bumps? And then he put it on that surfboard there. And he came down here and he went for a surf. You just can't do that in many places where the ocean is like bathwater, right? It just doesn't happen very often. Think about it. Right now, guys, this temperature of this water is 78? I don't know, 77? Try to do that in Southern California in the middle of February. Not gonna happen. Better have your wetsuit on. Oregon, Northern Cal, Southern Cal, Hawaii, bathwater. Oh, the ways I love you, Hawaii. Where do I start? How do I count the ways? I don't know. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, my channel is all about a passion for this place I call home. Very grateful. A place that you will hopefully call your vacation spot. And someday, if you want to come ride some of these little beautiful nuggets of love, full-time, part-time, or anytime, and you want to get your beautiful little Hawaiian hale, I'd love to help you do that. Whether it be for a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year, or a decade, or if you're forever home, whatever it is, can't ask for a better place to hang out on planet Earth. It's just my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm not. Look at these guys, right? Just ask this monk seal right now. Like, dude, is there a better place to be right now? And he would say, whatever they say, right? They make some crazy sounds, these creatures, let me tell you. Pretty cool. Oh, sorry guys. Again, my gimbal broke. I apologize. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. Promise you, it's right here on the one wheel. See? There's Mr. Gimbal. Not cooperating. I'll get it fixed. Probably needs an upload or a download or a update or a turn it off and turn it on 18 times. Whatever these people think of when they design technology. I don't know what they're thinking, but they like to make it as annoying as possible. Wouldn't you agree? Updates, iPhones, glitches, turns off. I have more technological issues in one day than you could fathom. I don't even broadcast it because what's the point? I know you guys are all going through it too, right? Log in here, password there, this doesn't work, authenticate there, go back here, fill this out. You know what, back in the 70s and 80s, wasn't it cool? Somebody else did all that work. You would just call and they'd be like, tick, 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 tick. They start typing. Those were the days, and this generation doesn't know what that's like. We used to experience full service, right? But there's no more full service anymore. They want you to do everything on your phone, on your computer. You can't even come to Hawaii if you have a smartphone. It's like, that's discriminatory. Anyway, I digress. Yes, I was raised with a beautiful corded phone. And I remember the days my dad had a secretary and he came into his office and he had a bunch of little notes. Because guess what? He wasn't available. He was on the golf course, maybe drinking martinis. And there was a little stack of notes with a little pink receipt or whatever. He called people back and then he quit work at 5. But you called an airline, remember, you talked to somebody, you talked to like a human being, and they were like, hi, welcome to United. Where'd you like to go? Oh, let me check that flight for you, sir. Nowadays, you got to sit there and do all the data entry yourself. Man, how did I get on this topic? Wow. Guys, you wouldn't think I'd be thinking about this as I'm watching this beautiful little situation. But anyway, let's keep it on the Maui fix. Let's keep it tight. Aloha to the $100 mega tipper. Holy cow. Thank you, sir. Straight to the Maui Food Bank. Super shout out. I can't read your name because I'm half blind, but it looks like something with a W. Something 93. Love the Maui fix. Great thing you're doing supporting the Maui Food Bank. Well, aloha, mahalo nui loa, and triple love and just epicness straight to you. And notice their hurley head is gone. I got some Billabong love going on today. Oh, lived in Australia for a couple years, so man, got to shout out those guys down under. They are like this surfing little mecca people, and love Australia. Love you all, seas, mate, right? Get a little shrimp on the barbie. Foster's and beer, mate. That's not beer. Yeah, I can still whip out a little Australian, right, mate? But thank you, seriously, for that beautiful Maui Food Bank donation. Love it. Because we're just hanging out, just like all these other people. Look, see this? This is an entire crew of people doing exactly what I'm doing. We're just sitting here staring into the Pacific Ocean. Because that, at some level, brings peace, solitude, and joy to the soul. It's like staring into a fire. It just never gets old. And it's somehow speaking to a part of us that we long to reconnect with. And that monk seal just moved. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be landlocked. I used to live in Colorado. And I would take vacations somewhere in California, maybe Cabo, head down to friggin' whatever, Bahamas, Mediterranean. I was like an ocean guy. And then the moment I'd get there, right, airplane would land. Didn't matter what time I got to the hotel, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I would just run down to the beach and I would just go, I wouldn't sneeze like that guy just did. But I would just take it all in, smell the air, and be like, you know what? I belong next to the water. Took me a long time to pull it off, guys, but I finally did it. About 10 years ago, I said, you know what? Worst case scenario, you just move back. So far, almost 10 years later, are you kidding? Dude, I kind of thought about moving back to the mainland for a little teeny microsecond, but after COVID hit, I'm like, heck no. Oh! See, they agree. I said, move back to the mainland? Look at this. Can you believe it? That was awesome. Sorry, guys. That's hilarious. I think they're having an argument. They must be married. Oh my. Wow. I feel like National Geographic wannabe right now. I know the guys, I wish I had the gimbal. It's a little shaky, but we're doing the best we can, mate. Right? It's too funny. All right, guys, we're back. We're live. Sorry about that brief interruption. But we're back with this epically entertaining monk seal session. They just got done having a very nice conversation. I don't know if it was amicable or if it sounded a little weird, I'll be honest with you. But if anybody knows, monk seal talk, I'd love to know what that was all about, because it was definitely crazy. It's like a sound I think my grandfather made or something, man. When he was like watching TV, watching football, you know, or something. I don't know. Asleep in the lazy boy. It's kind of all I remember about my grandfather. He just fell asleep constantly. I'm like, dude, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing? Of course, now I find myself getting a little sleepy in the afternoon. I'm like, no. I start taking stimulants of some kind. Like, will not turn into my grandfather. So by the way, guys, one of the reasons, and if you haven't watched it, I made a video a number of years ago called like the top 10 things people won't tell you about Hawaii. Anyway, one of the things I covered in that video, and this is actually really important to know, and that is, that's pretty cool. It's always cool watching him go in and out of the water. There he goes. Now he'll probably sit there and just kind of play around in those waves and mess around for a little while. At least he did the other night when you guys, I don't know if you guys were on that live or not, but anywho, what I was going to say, one of the cool things about living in this state is we do have the longest longevity. In other words, people live the longest in the state of Hawaii than any other state. See? He is exclamation pointing everything I'm saying. Anyway, and why is that, you might ask? Well, I think there's 3 reasons. Ready? What are the 3 reasons why people live longer here than anywhere else? Number 1, lack of stress. Because the vibe here is more like, work schmirk, right? It's just kind of laid back. It's like, so you're late for something, people are like, we kind of expect you to be a little late, you know? It's just a very relaxed vibe. So I think stress is what kills most people, honestly. So to come here, whatever stage of life you're in, and to experience less stress means less cortisol released into your situation, and less hypertension, and less maybe sadness or depression. So it kind of changes your whole body chemistry a little bit. Looking at beauty obviously is medicine for the body. So just seeing something like this on a daily, nightly, weekly, hourly basis is, it just brings a little relief into the into the human drama called life. That's number 1, I think. Number 2 would be looking at monk seals. Actually, number 2 would be fresh air. Of course, we have the freshest air on the planet. I think that's a huge one. You people living in cities, especially in the wintertime, all that stuff gets clogged up in the clouds. I used to live in Denver, man. You could just look at the sky, man. It was like brown. We used to call it the brown cloud, right? So here, we don't even have emissions. You want to know why? Because the moment you emit something from a car, it blows off to Japan. So fresh air, obviously, you need your lungs. Fresh air. That's my opinion, number 2. And number 3 is the active lifestyle. So if you look at the blue zones all over the world, the people that live to be 100 and change, they walk a lot, right? They're in little communities where they have to go walking. So if you live in an environment where it's nice outside all the time, you're much more likely to get off the couch and go do cool stuff and exercise in the fresh air without the stress. Here goes our buddy. Oh, they're gonna have like a little play sesh. Dude, this is like the most epic monk seal session I've ever experienced, ever. I'm not saying that. I've never seen this before in my life. this interaction is nuts. Thumbs up if this has been a cool live. If you're digging it as much as I have, tell YouTube, because then YouTube tells the rest of the world, hey, check out this crazy dude on Maui. And then we get to raise more awareness for the MauiFoodBank.org, and more people get fed, and more people come to Maui on vacation, and we get to survive financially. And beauty, I apologize, guys. You know, if you're having the most epic monk seal session of all time, it only makes sense that technical difficulties would come to try to hinder the beauty of sharing the wonder of Hawaii. But we just press on, we don't care. We're like, you know what, technical issues, you shall go away, and we shall continue to enjoy this National Geographic moment on Maui. I love the sunsets here because, you know what, they just don't really end, they just continue, and then somehow you just blend into beautiful Hawaiian night. The orange lingers, the aloha lingers, and the beautiful ions of the ocean continue to make their way into the nostrils of every human being enjoying this little session. I will say we've got a good little crowd checking out this dude. I just can't even believe this right now. That is nuts. He's just going to town. I mean, I have seen hundreds of monk seals enter and exit the water. I've never seen one just sit here and do this. Honestly. He's doing it for you guys, man, I'm telling you. There's somebody out there right now that needed to kind of watch some monk seal action. This is too cool. Here they are. They're just frolicking, man. I mean, seriously, guys, hit me in the comments. If you come to Maui or Hawaii, have you ever witnessed anything like this before? Honestly, I'm not making this stuff up. I've never seen two monk seals just playing literally on the beach like this, in the water. It's so cool. So that would be another little message, right? Every day, take time to play, have fun, laugh, get goofy, right? Take a little lesson from these guys. Get nuts, jump around, play with your kids, play with your adult kids. I was going to say play with yourself, but then that sounds kind of weird, right? But you know what I'm saying. Have fun with yourself. Go out there and just do like these monk seals. Like the first thing they did after a nice nap, they're just frolicking. And to me, that is part of the Hawaiian lifestyle, man. You start to surf, you start to hike, you start to snorkel and scuba dive, whatever. Your life becomes more about your recreation than it does your work. And even if you're working on Maui, your emphasis is still more on your morning dawn patrol session or whatever your passions are. You just work to pay the bills, but your focus is more on what you love to do and who you love to be with. Your ohana. Drive around Maui on any given weekend, you'll see a bunch of families hanging out together on the beach with their little sunshades and their barbecues and their heinies and playing some music and hanging out, because that's what it's about. It ain't about working and making money. It's about having fun and playing. Like the Kanapali motto says, where the world comes to play. I thought that was one of the best logos or mottos I've ever heard, man. You look at it, it's on the back of all the Kanapali buses. It says, where the world comes to play. So I guess that's an appropriate ending to this live tonight, right? I called it Hawaiian Vacation, Hawaii Vacation. Come to Hawaii to play, whether it's for a week or a month or the rest of your life, just get your you-know-what over here. Have some fun and let these monk seals inspire you. All right, guys, could be potentially one of the longest lives, one of the most interrupted lives, and one of the most technically challenged lives I've ever had. But you know what? It was worth it. It was so worth it. This one's gonna kind of go down in history for me, I think. Right after the jumping spotted eagle ray. If you didn't see that video, man, you gotta go find it. I was walking the beach one night, doing a live just like this, and I saw this spotted eagle ray swimming in the shallows, and I pointed at him, and I said, "Hey, buddy, this is your big moment on YouTube, buddy." And he literally jumped out of the water and tail spun. He danced on his tail, like on cue. It was nuts. But this, I think, was almost a little bit cooler because two big mammals just going at it in the ocean like this. And I mean, you know, just playing. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Aloha. Wow, it feels like it should be an Aloha Friday, but it's an Aloha. Man, it's darker than heck out here. I got the glasses on. But hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. If you don't like and share and subscribe after this video, I will personally send these seals off to come play with you, to cheer you up and to get you to push that like button. Watch the Maui Food Line video if can. Of course you can. Anyone can do that. Just Google up, type in the search bar, Maui Food Line. Watch the Maui Food Line video. It'll move your heart. It'll stir your soul to give to the MauiFoodBank.org. And that'll help people. Come to Maui on vacation. And don't forget to live aloha. Share the beautiful vibes of what you just saw in this beautiful video with the people around you, because everyone needs it right now more than ever. COVID has taken a big bite out of America psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So share the aloha, be the difference in those people's lives. Let Maui live in your heart, and I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when. Longest sign off in history of YouTube. All right, guys, thank you so much. That was cool. No, seriously. These people are still looking at me like this guy's talking to his iPhone in the middle of the dark. Are there still people behind me? No, they all left. Okay, never mind. All right, guys, take care. Till next time. Hello.